Thank you, Cenk, and thank you, Young Turks. I want to set the situation for those who are not with us here in person. You have an army in front of you. As Cenk mentioned, I'm a sailor, a former lieutenant commander, but I will tell you, we are at war, and we need to understand that. We are at war to fight for the values that we believe in, for the equality and the justice that our ancestors fought for. We are fighting to breathe life into the Constitution so that it means something for everyone and not just the wealthy and the powerful. We are at war, and I'm here to share some news with you. The fight for our future must be fought by our future, and that is you. It is not common practice to send octogenarians into battle. Most battles that are worth anything are fought by the young, and there's a reason for that. Because they have passion, they have stamina, they have strength, and they're willing to take orders, they're willing to take risk. The bad news is that this fight will not be won by the people in power. It will not be won by the people over 50. It must be won by the people under 40. That's the bad news, but there's some good news. The good news is that there are so many more of you than there are of us. I don't know if you know this. I don't know if you know this. But right at this very moment, right here, as I stand before you, you have the votes for the Green New Deal. As I sit here before you, you have the votes for Medicare for all. You have the votes to ensure that climate change is addressed in a real and meaningful way. You have the votes to protect LGBTQ rights. You have the votes to shut down the kids in cages. You have the votes right now. The problem is, you don't exercise that. So I want to talk to you a little bit about power. It's my favorite word. Power. Power is the ability to get other people to do what you want them to do. Nothing more, nothing less. The power that we are most familiar with is the power of money. I pay you, you do what I want. That's a form of power, right? There's also the power of threat or coercion. We're familiar with that. But there's also the power of loyalty, the power of inspiration, the power of coalition. That's another kind of power, and it's just as powerful. And let me tell you something about the power of money. When the money goes, the power goes. And there's always somebody with more money than you. But the power of conviction and moral righteousness stays the course. It can't be defeated by short-term goals that don't work out. We stand on the shoulders of ancestors that fought in their power when they had so much less than we have right now. We have been taught and told that people who have big titles, who have a lot of money, who have a lot of access to government, that they're the powerful ones and we're the ones that are to be stepped on. Well, that's about how we think. And it's the way we think that makes it true. What happens if we change the way we think? What happens if we stand up, stand strong, and say, you know what, we're coming for you. Yes. And there's more of us. Yeah. What happens if we say no way, no how, and not on our watch? Will we let you cage and torture children who are coming here to seek freedom? We're not going to let you do it on our watch. No way, no how. What happens if we say, we're coming for you? Yeah. Now, I know in the last few elections, I've heard some young people who I adore, just so you know, I'm old, but I love y'all, say they didn't want to vote because they didn't like who they voted for. They were like, well, those Democrats are just as bad as the Republicans. Look, you can have your beef with Democrats, but that's not exactly true. Have y'all been paying attention to Alabama? But if the Democrat is not your guy or your gal, that is not a reason not to vote. That's a reason to run. If you don't see someone listen to two kinds of people. The people who give us money and the people who give us votes. You don't give me your vote or your money, I don't gotta listen to you. So, if you want me to do what you want me to do, vote. And make it impossible for me to ignore you. And if I choose to ignore you, run against me. That's the answer. I said it at the beginning, and I will say it again. The fight for our future must be fought by our future, and that's you.
Thanks for watching this free clip of the Young Turks. Don't forget to become a TYT member today. For more exclusive content, join now at tyt.com/join.